G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside. It's Young. Got enough for the first. And he's still running after the move. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Buffs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking for space. It's Payne. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Craig. Caught, close to the marker, it's Small. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Small. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. It's picked off and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way and he's got room.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Lewis. Pocket breaking down. Being chased. Still on his feet at the 45. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break it...
Line up, got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's small. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the 1st quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air.
Just plowing ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's small. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. And now let's go.
Here's a little room there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
The corner route will always be one of those staple routes versus zone. So if you see zone, it's a great job by the wide receiver pushing vertically. You see him threaten that safety, and then you break off to the sideline where it's really hard for that corner to get back in the play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Lewis wants to pass. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Young. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Run in the red zone. It's Young. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass, it's Craig. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Payne. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Looking for space. It's Payne. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Throwing, Lewis. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Young. Runs through a tackle. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Facing a 3rd and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already, 3 touchdowns. They haven't found a way to solve the puzzle till now. Nice job getting the stop, getting a little bit of momentum, and now hopefully your offense is energized and excited because they got the football back.
Oh, what a caught! Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Hands it off. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front 7. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, like just that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust, and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the number 10 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's Arizona on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On the run, it's Payne.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level. And he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lewis fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the ground with the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking for a man. It's Craig. Under fire. It's complete to the right. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back-to-back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. The run inside. It's Payne. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. They'll send out the kicker here. He splits the upright, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's Lewis to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Lewis to throw. Here's a heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Finding some room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry up. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Lewis. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Ball is loose. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still have it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They give it to him again. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. On the run, it's Payne. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Lewis fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis on the play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Lewis. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the 1st down.
Unloads to the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Young. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Buffaloes in the hurry up. Here's Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
To the ground, he's got it again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. The give, and tick, 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 tick. There's some room, and he's knocked down. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Throwing, Lewis. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Under fire. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down from the gun, Lewis. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. Lewis.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
The Buffs now use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Back to the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.